Warning. Josh is not an expert in any of the crap he talks about. He simply uses his head and does a lot of research so you, the audience, don't have to. Keep in mind, he doesn't know everything, so take the shit he says with a grain of salt.
What's going on, people? This is Josh from Josh Said What, the podcast that'll change the world. And I have another very special guest on, a certified badass nonetheless. I got my man Besnik Gashi. How you doing, my man?
Hey, what's up, brother? How you doing?
I'm doing pretty good, pretty good. How about yourself?
Doing well, doing well. It's another
That's
day.
good. Yes, sir. And first off, I want to say congratulations, man. You went through a fucking war just those couple weekends ago. How do you feel about that?
Thank you, brother. I feel good. It was a good fight. Like, I enjoyed. It was pretty fun. So yeah, I feel good.
Good. I'm glad to hear. And I gotta say, I gotta compliment you on your fight IQ because I was actually talking with Casey Decker, the cut man, before this, telling him, like, dude, the adjustments you were making mid-fight was phenomenal. It was absolutely phenomenal.
Man, like it was a tough fight, and how to say uh like we at the lab, like, you know what I mean, we train and like we prepare for moments like that, you know what I mean? Like,
Mm-hmm.
I like how Coach John like always says, like, we're not always we going to have like beautiful wins, you know what I mean? So sometimes it
Mm-hmm.
can get like nasty out there, you know what I mean? So we get prepared for everything, and that's what I did. Like, I got ready, you know what I mean, for moments like that. So when
Mm-hmm.
that happened, you know what I mean, I was there, you know what I mean? Nothing, like, you know what I mean,
Mm-hmm.
my mind didn't leave me. Like, it was with me all the time. Like, it was hard those moments, but I got composed, you know what I mean? Like, and I got back
Mm-hmm.
in game and ready
Yeah.
to win the match.
Yeah, exactly. And it was just watching you in action live. Like I was there right by the cage and just watching you live. It was freaking phenomenal because it was started off with the first round. You're facing Derek Frieda, and he was constantly throwing the 1-2, and he caught you a couple times in the first round. But then you see, like, going into the second, going into the third, you started to kind of predict it, and you're able to start slipping those shots, and the way you just turned the tables, it was absolutely incredible. Like that second round was a battle between you guys, but then your jujitsu just came in and you just held it.
Yeah, man, like, I'd say, like, since the day, like, you know what I mean, we got like the fight, basically, like, a lot of people that were like letting me know, like, oh, Derek Frieda is good, you know what I mean? He's pretty
Mhm.
like good, like, in stand up game, you know what I mean? But you're going to do good in jiu-jitsu. And I kind of, like, you know what I mean, I knew it. Like, I watched his fights, you know what I mean, and I was like, you know what I mean, like, okay, like, the jiu-jitsu part, you know what I mean, is going to do the game, basically, like, the job. But I wanted to fight. I wanted to basically, like, have like that challenge, you know what I mean,
Mhm.
to stand up with him. And it was a bad idea. It- that motherfucker is tough. Like, nobody lied to me. Like, they were telling me the truth. He's good. Like, but now, like, it's like, I would say, like, the first round, like, it was tough because right, like, the 29th of the, like, basically, like, I got like an injury, like, in my leg. I kicked somebody in the elbow, and like my cranial nerve, like, basically, like, just like went off. Like, I was for 3 days, like, I couldn't like walk, you know what I mean? Like, but
Ooh.
I don't want, like, you know what I mean, to take that, you know what I mean, like, just like an excuse, like, oh, he got me because, like, he got me because he's good, you know what I mean? But I
Yeah.
couldn't, like, all the time when I was trying to get close to him, like, it was like I was too heavy in my front leg. I couldn't back up, you know what I mean?
Oh,
It,
okay.
it was pretty tough. And like, I don't know if you ever seen, like one time, like, when I got hit, like, and I kind of, like, my leg, like, it was shaking, like, and I couldn't, like, you know what I mean, like, walk back, like, I was holding my leg. So that was the part, you know what I mean, until like the adrenaline kicked in, you know what I mean,
Hmm.
like, I say, like, I got basically, like, in that kind of zone, you know what I mean, like, and it was ready, like, and I throw a kick and I see, like, my leg, it was like good, you know what I mean? So I was like,
Hmm.
okay, now, like, everything is coming back, you know what I mean? And like, soon, like, I kind of like mobilize my body, you know what I mean? Like I put like myself in the zone, you know what I mean? Like the body warm up, the adrenaline and everything, you know what I mean? Then I was like, okay, now we're good, you know what I mean? But it was scary. Like I was like, you know what I mean, like a little bit like how to say like afraid about like, you know what I mean, like my leg is going to like let me go, you know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
it was pretty tough. Like, but we did it, you know what I mean? We made it.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I love too about the sport is just the perseverance and the discipline, the sheer willpower that you guys have as fighters. Because I mean, the fact that you had that going into it, and then you're just making the adjustments mid-fight, and as you're saying, like you're a bit heavy on that foot, but dude, you just again, congrats to you. That was such a phenomenal performance, and
Thank you,
when you
man.
got him in that body lock too, he had such a hard time escaping it, and you almost caught him too with the rear naked choke a couple times,
It
and it
was
was like,
it was
damn.
even tough. Like it was like, you know what I mean, for me to like how say keep my hooks in, because like when I was like trying to like put my hooks in deep, like I was like basically like stretching my like Achilles too much, you know, and like it was
Oh,
painful. Like I don't know, like if you watch the fight and like you see like the guy who was coming in the fight, like he was like, oh, he has two hooks in. No, he has one hook in. I put him in, I take it out because it was like when I was like putting like deep inside, it was kind of like scratching me like right in the spot, and I have to take
oh,
it out like because I couldn't hold it. It was very challenged. This fight was really challenged, you know what I mean, because of that
mhm,
part. But man, like I was like pretty like happy with myself, you know what I mean? Because a lot of people that were like just like pull ups, like you're not gonna get paid, you know what I mean? Like, and it wasn't everything like about money, you know what I mean? It was like to make it there,
exactly.
you know what I mean? To make the fight. And I was happy, like, you know what I mean, like with everything, how the fight goes, like, you know what I mean, it went. And like it was pretty nice night.
Yeah, yeah, definitely. And then Derek Frieda, he's no joke, man. He's a tough dude. He's a
100%.
tough dude. And then you got like that third round, dude, that was again phenomenal performance because it was going from the first to the second being the closest one, and then going into the third, you guys were just feeling the energy, and then you were just, I could tell you were in the zone. And then
Yeah.
you kept getting those takedowns, kept getting him to the ground, held that body lock, and dude, you held it strong.
Yeah, man, like it was like beyond like every second was passing by, I was enjoying more. I was like
Mhm.
having fun more, like more than more. I was just like, man, like I want like this fight to keep going. You know what I mean? Like it was hella fun. Like I never felt like so good in a fight. You know what I mean? Like it
Yeah.
was it was nice. Like yeah, like they feel like man, like he was tough. Like he hit hard.
Mhm.
Like man, he's like, you know what I mean? Like pretty like how to say, like technical. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
he was standing up, like, you know what I mean? Those like 1 2, like he was pretty like good with it. Like the first one like got me like that one, like be honest, like I didn't even see it. Like, you know, it was like pretty clean. So it was like, you know what I mean? Props to him. Like, you know, like
Yeah.
that was definitely like, you know what I mean, a good shot. But this is a game of, you know what I mean? The name of the game, man, like you, how to say, like to keep your mind, you know what I mean? Like when like the chaos happen, you know what I mean? Like to like stay cool, you know what I mean? And like keep going, you know? And that's why
Mhm.
exactly what I did, you know, like I see him, like, you know what I mean? Like that, you know what I mean, that's his, like, you know what I mean, his like strongest, like, you know what I mean, like arsenal. So like
Mhm.
I was like, okay, like I'm gonna make pressure on him, you know what I mean, like start, like, you know what I mean, like basically get closer and like take him down eventually. And like exactly what I did, you know what I mean, it was like kind of
Mhm.
like the game plan. Like even like, you know what I mean, like since the moment like we started, like the game plan was like just like to like avoid the fight, you know what I mean? Like I didn't
Mhm.
want like to fight. Like I was hiding my leg behind and just like try to like get closer to, like, you know what I mean, like to the body, so like I can like shoot for the double leg and like take him
Mhm.
down. It went just like that. Basically, like we stick with the plan and like we get the win.
Yeah, exactly. And it just goes to show, at least by example, that this sport, it's not just a unidimensional game. You need stand up, you need have wrestling, you got to have jujitsu. Like jujitsu is the biggest thing I tell people who's like casuals to the sport or still learning the sports. Like that's just the biggest fundamental you need because it gives you so much more versatility to exploit weaknesses in the opponent. And you did exactly that. And it was like I said, going into the second round, you started to utilize your wrestling game and your jujitsu background. And then in the third round, you had it locked down to the T. You had to answer for anything that he tried to respond with. And then just those fine-tune adjustments you were making mid-fight to where the 1-2s first they were landing, but then it was actually turning the tables. You kept on slipping that right hand. Then you started answering with your own shots and you're getting them.
But like I said, man, like it was just like, you know what I mean, like how to say, like my body got like, you know what I mean, like adjust like pretty well, you know what I mean.
Mm-hmm.
I like I said, like the adrenaline, you know what I mean, like now like in my head it was like, you know what I mean, like okay, like my leg is still going to hurt, you know what I mean. I was like, I'm good, you know what I mean, like my leg is good. It's like now like it's just focusing on him, you know what I mean. And like I was
Mm-hmm.
just doing that everything, you know what I mean, like I was been working like it got like basically like, you know what I mean, like to the setups, you know, like because the first like couple like minutes, you know what I mean, the first round, like it was just like me like kind of like thinking like two things, like him in front of me, you know what I mean, coming up, and like my leg, you know. So now like I was
Yeah.
like, you know what I mean, that was kind of slowing me down and like making me like, you know what I mean, like pushing me like making mistakes, you know what I mean. So when the my leg, you know what I mean, like got like good, like then everything like, you know what I mean, like fall to like basic like what we've been doing like in the gym. So and like yeah, man, like we work hard, like you know what I mean, like at the lab, like I push myself a lot, and how to say, like I prepare myself for like, you know what I mean, like bad moments, you know what I mean. No, not
Mm-hmm.
always like no, all like I'm good. Like I train every day, all the time, you know what I mean. Like I never like, how to say, like I'm never like happy with me. Like I
Mm-hmm.
always be like, damn, I could do more. You know what I mean? I
Oh
can
yeah.
do more. You know what I mean? So like I work pretty hard, and like it definitely like paid off like that night. You know, like it's 100% like everything like I do like paid off that night, because those hard moments, you know what I mean? Like it showed like, you know what I mean, in the fight, like how like we deal with it, you know what I mean? So
Mm-hmm.
in the gym, I do the exactly the same thing. I push myself, so when we go to the fight, like that's how we deal it, and that's how we like basically like pass those bad moments. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and it's like MMA. I was telling, or me and Casey were talking about this. MMA, it's such a sport too, where you could be thrown every piece of adversity. You could even be down on the scorecards, but if you make the right adjustments, you make the right moves, you could completely flip the script. And that's just the beauty of the sport. And that's why I love watching guys like you. You're able to make those adjustments. You're able to adapt, persevere through the hardships, and then just the translation from training to the actual fight itself is just amazing. It's like I was the day before weigh-ins, I was out in Phoenix and I was over at AZ Combat Sports and we were training situational jujitsu, like immediately starting off in a bad position where they have top mount or they have armbar locked in. And it's like, okay, how am I going to break out of this bad position? How am I going to reverse it, capitalize, and then get the W? And that's why it's just training, training, training. If you truly love this sport and you want to be obsessed with it, then you got to put your heart and soul into it. And that's exactly why I love the sport and love watching fighters like you, man.
Yeah, man, like that exactly. That's like, you know what I mean. That's the key. Like, you know what I mean. Like the consistency. Like if you like, if you go to the gym and like you focus and you work, you know what I mean. Like you're gonna get the result. You know what I mean. And like in MMA, like you say, like is that's the thing. You know, like you don't joke with this sport. You know what I mean. Like
Hmm.
if you want to be in that cage, like you have to work hard. You know what I mean. Like you
Hmm.
say, like it's not just like, oh, I'm good. Like, you know what I mean, with boxing, like that's it. You know what I mean? Like, no, you got to get prepared, like in everything, all the type of sports, like jiu-jitsu, kickboxing, you know what I mean? Like wrestling, all this thing. And yeah, man, like I spend like a lot of time, like, you know what I mean? Like in the gym, you know, like I put all my energy like in there, you know what I mean? Like I don't have another life here, like, you know what I mean? Like
Mhm.
I'm possessed with this sport, you know, like you're not gonna be able to talk to me, like, you know what I mean, like in something else, like, you know what I mean, other topics, you know what I mean? Like you talk politics to me, you gotta lost me. I don't know English, like, you know what I mean, to talk politics. I know English just like, you know what I mean, martial arts. Like if you want to talk to
Yeah.
me, like I'm from Albania, like I came here like 8 years ago, you know what I mean?
Mhm.
It's like all I did, you know what I mean, just martial arts. Like I didn't like do anything else. Just work to pay my bills and like train like nonstop. And
Mhm.
I've been doing mostly jujitsu, but now like I'm trying to like turn like everything into MMA, you know what I mean? Like focus more on MMA. So it's coming good, man. Like, and I'm happy, like, you know what I mean? Like being at the lab, like, you know what I mean, with all those badass guys, you know what I mean? Like, and
Yeah.
learning from them, like training with them, like got to spar, you know what I mean? Like legends there, you know what I mean? Like it's just like amazing, like, you know, like, and I can see myself like every day, like, you know what I mean, growing and like learning, like, you know what I mean, like new things all the time. So yeah,
Yeah,
that's the thing.
exactly.
Like,
Yeah, that's why too. Like I was checking out your Instagram too. It's like, okay, I'm gonna do a little bit of research, get a bit more background, and I just see like some of the matches you've done in jujitsu, and then I also see like the all the different like takedowns, the reversals that you post on your Instagram. And I'm just like, dude, this dude is smart. He knows how to get out of the bad situations. He knows how to adapt. And dude, he's flashy with his jujitsu too. He'll throw you on your ass and you don't see it coming at all.
I'm just like I'm basically like I have like a weird like style, you know what I mean? Like I'm so like flowy, you know what I mean? Like I flow a
Mhm,
lot, you know, like I'm slicky, you know what I mean? Like, and I
mhm,
have like pretty much like like bottom game, you know what I mean?
mhm,
Is like uh a lot of like, you know what I mean, like rubber guards, like I work in those,
mhm.
like, you know what I mean, high guards and stuff. Like so it's my jiu-jitsu like is like how to say like the biggest, like, you know what I mean, like in my arsenal, you know what I mean? Like I kind of depend a lot in that, you know what I mean? And it's not like how to say like wrestling is more like, you know what I mean, like jujitsu, like grappling, you know what I mean? I'm not so good, like, you know what I mean, like to like have that pressure, you know, like I'm kind of like more like play guy, you know what I mean? Like I like to
Yeah,
like play and like flow and like transition from everywhere. Like sometimes like I don't even like look to finish so much. I want to translate, you know what I mean, all the time. Like guy
yeah,
like, you know what I mean, try to stand up, like move other side.
mhm.
Yeah, like it's pretty like a different style.
Yeah, exactly, and
More
you
Albanian jiu-jitsu.
yeah, exactly, exactly, and you got the perfect frame for it too, because like, there was one video on your Instagram I saw, you guys were in gi, and you had the guy in half guard, and you were just demonstrating, break the grip, you slip your head underneath their arm, and then you just kinda come around. I saw it's almost like you had the back of your hand kinda, like, jammed, like, right on the dude's nose, and you just started
Oh yeah,
pulling him in.
that's like a twister like from the bottom, like basically like I do that a lot, like when like people like they they stuck in the guard, you know what I mean? They try to
Mhm,
like kind of like force you like to grab your gi, you know what I mean? Like when they
mhm,
try to grab my collar, it's like I just rip their hands and like go like from the like spin around for the twister, like it's from the bottom, which is not many people, like, you know what I mean, like think that can happen, like until they find themselves in that position is like pretty cranky, like yeah.
yeah, exactly, exactly. I gotta say too, I saw one of your posts on Instagram, and it was you had blood coming out your nose and a little bit out your mouth, and you made a Dracula Untold reference, and I'm like, yep, yes, this guy, like, you have the look. You got to be the next star for Dracula Untold. You got the look for it and everything.
It's crazy. Dracula like is like how to say, like even like back home they used to call me drag, like back home, like I used to play soccer, not like MMA or anything. Like I used to play
Mhm.
soccer and everybody used to call me Dracula, like drag.
Yeah.
It's like a name from back home, and like yeah, like we spar with my friend and like we got all bloody.
It works perfectly though. Like it suits you perfectly. You got the look, and you say you're from Albania, so you got the Eastern European vibe, and just I
Yeah.
love it. The perfect style. You even got the eyebrows too. Your eyebrows are on fleek. You can just do that one little eyebrows, and you'll level the ladies. That's awesome. And you say too, you're from Albania. So I'm curious. I want to hear more about Albania, where you're from. Tell me about it.
I'm basically original from Kosovo. Kosovo is like part of Albania. Like Albania was pretty big, but they kind of like chop it off like in 5 pieces.
Okay.
We've been through like a lot, like as a people, like as a nation, like we've been through a lot. Like 98, 99, basically, like we finished the war like with Serbia, and it was pretty like nasty. Like a lot of like kids, you know what I mean, like civilian, like they died in that war. And
Oh man.
yeah, man, like it's I'd say not like it's good, like, but like it was pretty tough. Like, you know what I mean, growing up like there, like it was pretty tough. Like we've been like how to say, like we didn't have rights like to live like normal, properly, you know what I mean? We've
Mm-hmm.
been like they closed the schools, you know what I mean? Like we could like basically like go to school, and the war happened until like US they help us, and like we got the freedom. But yeah, it's a tough country there, you know, like we've been through a lot.
Yeah, yeah. And hey, you're doing Albania proud, man. I see the flag in the background, and it's
Yeah,
that my favorite thing about this sport too is just the inspiration and hope that it brings. Because, like you said before, you're not really making a profit off of fighting right now as an amateur, unless like sponsors and everything. And so you see a lot of fighters, they do it more so for the legacy, for just the drive of it. And then like if you grow up in the, when you're obsessed with the sport, then that's all you do and everything. And then like you were just saying, going through the hardships and whatnot, it just gives you even greater motivation to keep fighting harder.
well, man, like how to say, like I I pay attention too much to the sport, you know what I mean? To this life I have created, like basically like me, like, you know what I mean, like 8 years in the US now, like is just totally different person, like with who was like, you know what I mean, the person like back home, you know what I mean? Like
Hmm.
I literally like I kind of like vanished like everything I had like before, you know what I mean? And I start like building this life like slowly, all like, you know what I mean, with these two hands, you know what I mean? Like
Hmm.
myself, like I invest everything, like, you know, like all I did, like just like, you know what I mean, like just invest and like focus in this sport. And it's not like how to say, like of course, like, you know what I mean, I need money, you know what I mean? Like I don't want to say
Hmm.
like I'm not doing for money. Like I need money a lot, like a
Hmm.
lot. But the reason why I need this money is because just like I believe like if I would have money, you know what I mean, like I can invest more in myself, you know what I mean? Like I can have like a nice like team behind me. Like I want like to have like, you know what I mean, like people like who take care of my, you know what I mean, my body, you know what I mean, like everything, you
Hmm.
know what I mean, those stuff. Like that's why I need the money. Like no for like to have like, you know, like nice like watches, you know what I mean, or glasses or cars, you know what I mean? Like those shit to me like means nothing. Absolutely. Even if I
Hmm.
would have like millions, you know what I mean, that never is going to like, you know what I mean, get into my mind, you know what I mean? Like it's like I'm like that guy like who looked to martial arts, you know what I mean, to live like, you know what I mean, his whole life, you know what I mean, like as a martial artist, you know what I mean,
Hmm.
like competing, like, you know what I mean, like my whole life. But like even when I'm not competing, like I want to like go to Asia, you know what I mean, like in a to be like a monk, you know what I mean, like
Hmm.
just to train like that type, you know what I mean, like or to go to Thailand, you know what I mean, train Muay Thai, you know what I mean, like
Yeah.
just basic like spend my whole life just like learning and practicing like martial arts, you know what I mean, like is what I enjoy. Like I really like I say earlier, like I feel like I don't I don't like anything else, you know what I mean, I don't enjoy
Hmm.
anything else, I don't have fun with anything else if it's not martial arts. A lot of people like sometimes like even at the gym, my friends would be like, bro, like take a day off, like, you know what I mean, like you're injured, like be like, yes, like I'm going to take a day off. You know what I mean? Like, cool. Like, let's say like my leg is hurting, like I'm taking a day off, like because of my leg. But what to do with my head? You know what I mean? It's gonna
Hmm.
like get my head. Like if I don't train, like I get really bad. Like, you know what I mean? Like this is like how to say my therapy. Like this is my
Yeah.
like I enjoy. You know what I mean? I feel alive. I feel like, you know what I mean? Like my mind is like level up. You know what I mean? Like when I'm
Hmm.
training, when I do this, I just feel like I'm all okay. The moment like I take like, you know what I mean, for a reason, like, you know what I mean, like I can't train. It's not like I wanted to do it like itself, but like let's say it's the reason like I can't train for a couple of days. It started like it gave me crazy. You know what I mean? It started like getting my head, like, you know what I mean? Like I started like feeling like, yeah, I'm just going down. You know what I mean? Like I
Yeah.
just start going down. It's crazy. Like I'm kind of obsessed with this thing, and like I want to keep it this way. You know what I mean? I want to keep
Mm.
it this way, like to train, to help people, and like to help myself mostly. You know?
Yeah. Exactly. And that's such an admirable thing too, because you see like some fighters, they kind of get lost in the fame and the money and the glory and everything. And sometimes people just kind of lose their way. But if you could stay grounded to like who you are, where you come from, not only that, but the people that helped you along the way, and then to support them too, it's such an admirable thing. Because like just hearing the little bit of like what you've gone through and just the obsession of it, and I agree 100%. It's like a therapy. It's my favorite line from Joe Rogan is that working out to him is like coffee. If you don't get a workout in, then your whole day is fucked. Your whole day is just like, come on.
Bro, like trust me, like it's like to me, like I don't know, like I don't want to say like, you know what I mean, like to make people try like my way and like get hurt, but to me, like is like even when I get like an injury, like or like I'm sore, you know what I mean? If I take it off that next day, you know what I mean, to rest it, it get worse. I need to
Hmm.
train to like, you know what I mean, like heal myself.
Hmm.
Even if it's like an injury, like sometimes like some like I say like let's say like I hurt my leg. I kind of like try to like focus to bring my mind to that exact spot, you know what I mean, when it hurting. And like I try to work, you know what I mean? Like even like this breathing or like massaging or like, you know what I mean, like stretching or somehow, you know what I mean, like just to like get like right in the spot, you know what I mean, so I
Hmm.
can work it out. Like if I just let it, like, you know what I mean, like to rest, it's gonna hurt more. It's going to like, you know what I mean, like just to get worse, nothing better. Always like that. Like since like I've been training, like I always like I feel like okay, myself, like the way like I get healed is like to keep training in that spot. Like, you know what I mean? Not to like take it off, because if I do it, it just get worse. It's
Yeah,
crazy.
100. Yeah, 100%. I agree. There was actually, I think it was like 3 weeks ago. I was like in week 6 of lifting because for I had a layoff for quite a while, and I was like so mad at myself for just having a layoff. And then when week 6 came by my lifting, and I missed like 2 days out of 5 days of working out, I was so mad at myself. I'm like, no, I'm gonna repeat all of week 6 again, and I'm gonna go even harder. So I did. I anteed up everything because it's like I know what I'm capable of, and I know I could keep pushing myself forward. And if I try to let up or relax at all, then the anxiety builds, and it's like, come on, bro, get up on your feet, get moving, get that blood flowing. And that's why I love watching this sport. I love watching you guys that fight. And dude, just that mentality alone, the obsession alone, that's what breeds champions. Like I guarantee you, see in the future, once you go pro, you start entering into everything else. I can't
Pretty
wait to
soon.
see the day that you become a champion.
Hell yeah, man. Pretty soon. Like I can wait myself either. Like I'm really like looking forward, and like I believe like it's going to be like let's say like a nice journey, you know what I mean? Because of the people I have, you know what I mean, around me, and like, you know what I mean, like my mentality, like the way like how like I I focus and like I push myself, you know what I mean? Like it's just like, you know what I mean? Like I don't believe it's something is to distract me, you know what I mean? Like
Hmm.
it's so hard. Like nothing can distract me, because I even like, you know what I mean? Like sometimes like I pissed off my friends, you know what I mean? Like because they'd be like, bro, let's go out, and like I'd be like, no, I'm going to train. Like, but you just train. Like, I'd be like, yeah, but again, like, even
Yeah.
my close friends, you know what I mean? Like, it's hard, like, you know what I mean, to take me like out. Like, I just want to train. I just
Mhm.
love to train. You know what I mean? Like even like to work. Like, I don't work like, like to make money enough. Like, I work like just enough to pay my bills. Like, so like I see like I have hit the money like to pay my bills. I just like quit. Go to the gym. Like, go to the gym. Like, enough money. Like, go to the gym. Like, immediately. That's a
Yeah.
beauty.
Yeah, and it's just again so much respect for that too, and it translates so much into the performance, into the development of a fighter too, because it's again the difference between pure natural talent and an obsession in the sport is the work that you put into it. Because that's what breeds fighters like Kamaru Usman or Jared Cannonier, who's in your corner too, Benson
Definitely.
Henderson. Like that's what breeds legends, and
Yeah,
it's
man. That's why I
like
say
some.
like it's like that's why I say like sort of stuff. It's at the lab, you know what I mean? Like, uh, this is like makes me happy. You know what I mean? Like, I know myself like how bad I want. I know myself like how much I push myself, and like, you know what I mean? And I look around me is like people like, you know what I mean? Like, they want even more. You know what I mean? Like, the people that been
Mhm.
pushed their self even more. You know what I mean? So me being around those people, it just like how to say like goes like my motivation just go like even higher. You know what I mean? Like, I never lack for motivation, but
Mhm.
having those people like Jerry Cunningham, man, like that man is just amazing. You know what I mean? Just
Yeah.
like to watch him, just to like be next to him. You know what I mean? That guy is amazing. Like how much he worked. You know what I mean? Like how much he pushed himself. You know, like, and he's always there. You know what I mean? Like how to say uh like he has nothing. You know what I mean? He's so big. That man, he's like so big. Like, you know what I mean? Like he has achieved so much, and like he works like he has nothing. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
That's a motivation right there. Like, he always pushed himself, and like, you know what I mean, being right behind him, like, it's a thing. And like, I was happy to have him in my corner too. Like, coach was like, who you want in your corner? I was like, Jared. Immediately, Jared. Yeah, I want Jared.
Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah. It was so cool seeing Jerry Cannonier because it's like this is my first year where I've actually gotten into the sports where I'm actually there for the events and I'm there to kind of experience it and meet everybody. And just for the brief moment I talked to Jared Cannonier, he's such a cool dude. And like we were
Amazing.
just kind of chopping it up for a minute, just like the love for the sport. And you could tell he's built like a tank and he puts in the work. He's just like you, he's obsessed. And when you're obsessed, you achieve greater levels of just greatness in general to be able to step further beyond than what we thought was humanly possible.
Yeah, 100%. Like, yeah, like, and all the guys at the lab, man, they work hard. They work hard. Like, I mean, like, you know what I mean? Like, something like, not like you can't be like that's normal. You know what I mean? Like, everybody
Yeah.
works like, you know what I mean? Like, they pass the normal. You know what I mean? Like,
Mhm.
they push themselves so much, and man, like, we have great coaches there. You know what I mean? Like great support. You know what I mean? Like, we support each other like a lot, like that. You know what I mean? Like, for example, like Jared Cunningham, like, he's like always like in, like, you know what I mean, like, the amateurs when they fight, like, he's always like in their corner. You know what I mean? Ban is
Mhm.
always with us. You know what I mean? Like, everybody. You know what I mean? Like, it's great support. You know what I mean? Like, and great leaders. You know what I mean? They don't hide. You know what I mean? Like, they're, how to say, like, their way, like how they went that far. You know what I mean? So they
Yeah.
show. You know what I mean? They share everything. You know what I mean? All the knowledge they have, they share. Like Jared Cunningham, like, he teach, like, you know what I mean, Saturdays, like, like how to say, like, I've been in his classes, like, and he teach with heart. You know what I mean? He doesn't
Mhm.
teach there, like, you know what I mean, just to like to be there. You know what I mean? No,
Mhm.
like, that man, like, he really, like, you can tell, like, with everything he has, like, you know what I mean, from his arm, his heart, like, he's trying to bring everything. I believe, like, if he can, like, he will open your brain and like just dump all his knowledge, you know what I mean, your brain. That's how he is. Like, he's amazing, man. Yeah, and
Yeah.
all, like, Rob too. Coach Rob is amazing. Uh Randy, his like style like of training, like that guy like is just like blows your mind. Coach
Yeah.
GLP, you know what I mean? All of them, man. Like his Bulldog, like everybody, all the coaches, you know what I mean? Like they just like at the lab, like is how to say like a big magazine, you know what I mean? Like you just what you need, go there. You know what I mean? Like you have it, you know what I mean? Like you just go there, like you know what I mean? You have it for sure. Yeah.
Yeah. Exactly. And that's why it's like MMA Lab. It's no joke. You guys are just the level that you guys bring. Like each event now that I've been to, Rough 46 to Rough 48, and seeing you guys fight, it's you just bring a whole different level of energy. It's the sheer grit and the willpower, and then the heart you guys bring too, because it's fighting. A lot of it is a mental game. If your heart's not in it, then it's like you're not 100% in. You have to be truly dedicated. And like a lot of fighters too, like as you're saying yourself, when you grow up and that's all that doing, you're doing all MMA and you're just pouring blood, sweat, tears, your heart, your soul, and every fiber of your being into it. It's a different type of fire. It's a different breed of a man itself, because like I forget who said, I think it was Andrew Tate actually, funny enough, who's saying it's the guy who goes to the gym when he's not motivated is always going to beat the guy that only goes to the gym when they are motivated, because of the sheer will and the perseverance and the discipline to keep going in there and to keep doing it again and again and again. And it's amazing. It's amazing. Absolutely.
That man, like you know what I mean? Like it's not always going to be like, you know what I mean, like every day like your day, you know what I mean?
Hmm.
Every dog has a bad day, you know what I mean? Like everybody, you know what I mean? Like you can't
Hmm.
be like, oh, like you know, every day like it's my day. No, like it's gonna be like a day, like you know what I mean, like when you don't want to go, you know what I mean? When you
Hmm.
don't want to go to the gym. But like you need those people like who they elevate you, you know what I mean? Like they basically like bring you up. And
Hmm.
at the lab, like that's the thing, you know, like you might don't have like you know what I mean, like today like it's not your day, and like you might don't have the energy, you know what I mean, but the moment you walk there, they're going to push you. They're going to like take you high. You know what I mean? Like
Hmm.
you can't walk in that room. You know what I mean? And like keep the low energy. You know what I mean? The low like you know what I
Yeah.
mean motivation. It's not gonna happen. Like you know what I mean? Like they're not gonna let you there. You know, like it's different. So
Yeah.
yeah, like I like it for that part like a lot. You know, it's really like I said like inspiration just to be there. You know what I mean? Just to be there,
Hmm.
just to be in that room is pretty like inspiration.
Yeah, that's why I would say like I don't know if you ever seen it, The Cinderella Man. It has Russell Crowe in it, and he played this boxer during the Great Depression who he all he had was fighting, and him and his family were just struggling nonstop. And his kids got sick because they couldn't even afford to for he to be able to actually bring in food and everything. And then you watch the trials that he goes through as a boxer, to where if he loses, it's all over. And no matter how many shots he took, no matter how rocked he was, or the adversity that he faced, the fact that his heart and his soul was so strong and so powerful, he just kept pushing through it. No matter even the fact that his hand was hurting, or no matter the fact that he just didn't want to do it, and the fact that he still goes into it. That's why I love this sport. It's the story of every fighter is absolutely phenomenal. The trials that they go through, the trials you go through, and the fact that you're gonna overcome that adversity and you're gonna show up. It's so admirable.
But I'd say like it's not. I don't believe like is like a great fighter like you know what I mean, and like has like a easy story. You know what I mean? All the
Hmm.
fighters, I mean, like their stories like are pretty like crazy because your life, you know what I mean? The life as a fighter, you know what I mean, is going to like drive you through those paths. You know what I mean? Like the hard paths. You know what I mean? It's not easy life. You know, like
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Like no matter like who you are, if you like if you're like how to say like decided to go to the top, you gotta face all those tough guys. You know what I mean? And they're not going to give you like you know what I mean an easy pass. So
Hmm.
they're going to like make you know what I mean like their stories. You know what I mean? They're going to make you like to have those crazy stories, those like you know like those crazy moments, you know, like when like he's gonna be like a legend, you know what I mean, he's gonna come up from it, you know what I mean? So that's where I'm looking, you know what I mean? Like I have started this life because I know it's not easy, you know what I mean? And that's for that's the reason like I have started this life, because I want, like, you know what I mean? Like I don't want like easy, like, or like nice stories, you know what I mean? I want those crazy stories, you know what I mean? Like when I
Yeah.
want to talk about my life, I want to tell like about like stuff like I faced Derek Frida, you know what I mean? Like I was like down there, the first round was fucking hell. Then like come up, you know what I mean? Like there's a lot of people like right now they came and talked to me about like this fight, you know what I mean? I want to like you know what I mean? Like in my future, I want to have fights like that, you know what I mean? That's how I want to like make my, how to say, my stories, my life, you know what I mean? I don't want like to be like all the time like, oh, like he was like a fighter, you know what I mean? Like, and he win all the easy fights, you know what I mean? I want
Yeah.
those stories, like story with Derek Frida, you know what I mean? That was gonna be like, you know what I mean, like in forever is gonna be like in my life, you know what I mean? Like I want stuff like that. Those stories are awesome, you know?
Yeah, absolutely, 100%. I love a good story. Like I write myself, not as much, but it's just the story. When you come across somebody whose story is just so intense and so phenomenal that you get goosebumps hearing their stories and everything, that's how you know legends are made. That's how you know the fire that you bring is just on a whole nother level. Because some people, they just don't have that fire, and it's no bash against them either. But it's just some people don't have that fire,
Yeah.
and when you got it like you do, and then you just let that motherfucker turn into a supernova. Yeah, that's phenomenal. That's absolutely
100%.
incredible, man.
100%, man. Like, yeah, like I live for those stories, you know what I mean? Like that's my thing. Like I say, like it's not money, like, you know what I mean? It's not like, you know what I mean, to be like just like to have like all those like fancy life, you know what I mean? I
Mhm.
want this thing, you know what I mean? Like this is like you can't pay, like, you know what I mean? That moment, like that fight with Derek Freda, like you can't pay with money, you know what I mean?
Mhm.
That's like a moment, you know what I mean? That's like a, like, how to say, like a story like I want to like share like my whole life, you know what I mean? Because it was
Yeah.
like it was interesting, you know what I mean? Like the whole, like I have a crazy good fight. Like the whole my camp, you know what I mean? It was
Mhm.
like a good camp. Perfect. Like I trained like so much. Like I was trained like 5-6 hours a day. Like the whole camp went so smooth until my last week. My last week of sparring, I hurt my leg, and like for 3 days I couldn't walk. It was such a, like, you know what I mean, like how to say, like a breakdown. Like
Mhm.
I almost lost my feeling. You know what I mean? Like I was like, damn it, like, you know what I mean? Like I worked so hard, like put my whole energy in this. Like now, like to this, I'm here. Like it was like pretty, like, you know what I mean, heartbroken. Like, you know, like, and I was pushing myself. I was pushing myself. Like I had like a moment like when like I was mastering my leg, like, and I couldn't. I had to bite my finger, you know what I mean, just to let go like deep, like, you know what I mean, like I
Mhm.
like break that those tissues, and you know, like I'm not going to forget that one. Like, you know what I mean? It was nobody like here to see me struggling with that part. It was just me, but you know,
Mhm.
like that one like didn't let me down, like, you know what I mean, to in the fight, you know what I mean? Because I was going through that part before the fight. I went the fight before, like a week before, because I was struggling with my leg, and to go like through that, you know what I mean? Like I was, when I make it there, I was like, I win this fight. I'm here now. I have won this fight already. You know what I mean? So
Mhm.
it, martial artists normally are different, like different people, man. Like us like as fighter, like normally we're different people. Like just like to go through all that, you know, like just to make it to the fight. You know what I mean? And you
Yeah.
don't know what's about to happen. Like, you know what I mean? Like you're never going to know. Like, you know, you're facing another man. Like if it's not better than you, it's just like you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just like you. You know what I mean? Like he's gonna be tough just like you. He's gonna be trained just like you. He's gonna be dangerous just like you. You know what I mean? Because you're not going to fight like, if you're good, if you say to yourself like you're good, you're not going to fight like a bum. You know what I mean? You're gonna fight somebody
Mhm.
like, you know, your level. You know? pretty much, like, you know
Yeah.
what I mean? Like right there. So it was like, you know, like I say, like a crazy story, you know what I mean? Just to remember for the whole month. It's not just like a lot of people they just saw that night, you know what I mean? But like
Mhm.
myself, I was through, like, you know what I mean? Like since like the day, like I had the news like I'm going to fight Derek Frieda, you know what I mean? Like I have since that moment, I was like how to say, like writing my stories, you know what I mean? Every
Mhm.
day, like writing my story, like until the moment like I faced Derek Frieda, and like and I went through him, you know what I mean? So it was like something like pretty much like, you know, like it's gonna be like in my legacy, yeah, like to make me, like, you know what I mean, like even bigger, like for this thing, you know.
Yeah. And too, that's like something that like people that's still fresh to the sport, when they hear about everything that a fighter goes through, and it's like stuff you really wouldn't think about that a fighter has to go through just in preparation, just to get there and to step into the ring, and the trials they have to go through beforehand, and then just the potential risks that come up. Like you saying that you had a phenomenal camp, and then that last week you injured your leg, and it's nobody's there to witness that battle with yourself to like, damn it, how can I get through this? How can I still make it through? And how can I still get this win? Nobody's there to ever see it. And but when you finally get the opportunity to show it and lead by example, and when people hear the story, when they see the success that you bring and the fact that you never gave up, it's just absolutely so inspiring and it's incredible.
Man, like you know what I mean, like a lot of people they get inspired, you know what I mean, like from how to say, like other people's, you know.
Mhm.
Myself, like I got inspired, you know what I mean, from myself, because I'm being totally honest, like, you know, like I hurt my leg like Wednesday, like it was Wednesday when I hurt my leg. So that day, like it was painful, but the next day it was even worse.
Oh man.
It was just even worse. I couldn't sleep like till like 5 in the morning. Like I was in such a bad pain. The next like around 5:30, like I went to sleep, like trying like force myself, and as soon as I woke up, like I call like my doctor, like I have like a doctor like who really like take care of my body.
Mhm.
Neil Morris, his guy's name Neil Morris. And man, like I was like, do something. Like I need to see you. I was like, I'm such a bad pain. He called me. I went to his office and like went there. I explained to him like he was don't fight. I was like, man, like I'm going to fight.
Yeah.
Like I need your help. I need you to help me. He was like, man, like I can help you, like, you know what I mean, like about the pain, but like this injury, like, you know what I mean, like I don't have like I can do like magic, you know what I mean, like I can like help you like immediately. He was like, you know what I mean, your fight is just like, you know what I mean, like in a couple of days. I was like, please just do something, anything, just like help me. And yeah, man, he actually take care of me like through all the injury part, you know what I mean? Like, and even right now, like he's like still like taking care of me, and like
Mhm.
uh they have done like such a like amazing job. And like to be honest, like it was a part, like, you know what I mean, like that time, like I was kind of like losing my hope, you know what I mean? Like I was like, damn,
Mhm.
like I'm not going to make it. Like it was such a painful, you know, like I, my foot was dropped. I couldn't, like I was looking, because sometimes like I was thinking like I see in the movie like a guy was like handicapped, like in a wheelchair, like looking his leg, you know what I mean? He was trying like to like with his mind, like kind of like, you know what I mean, make it
Mhm.
move. I couldn't fucking do that, man. Like I was pissed off. I was pissed off looking my toe. I couldn't like move my toe. So for three
Oh.
days, and I have a bucket like with water and ice here in my room like the whole week. Like I was every like 15 minutes like heat, 15 minutes like ice, and like massaging my leg. And like it was like slowly, you know what I mean, coming up. Like I couldn't tell, like, you know what I mean, but like it was such a slow. And went to the gym. I told coach, like, you know what I mean, like, man, like this thing hurts. He was like, I was kind of like staying more like in my, because my right leg injured, like I was like putting all the weight in my left leg. I was like hurt so much, and coach was like, well, like, I guess we have to call off. My other leg just went like numb, like bang. I almost
Oh,
fall. I was like, please don't do it, coach. And yeah, like pushing, like, I kind of like, I never like been so good, you know what I mean, with an injury, you know what I mean? I was like babysitting this leg like so good, so much, you know what I mean? Like basically like searching like in internet like all the time, like what to do, what should I do, you know what I mean? Like I put like even like cabbage, like, you know what I mean? I put like cabbage in my leg, like I hear that is good too. So just to heal my leg, you know, just to make it to the fight. I was praying just to make it to the fight because it was crazy. Then finally, like I was able to make it and like go there and fight, like and do like a fight of the night. Like it was what a beautiful story it can be. Like, you know what I mean? Like when you
mhm.
know, like, you know what I mean, yourself, like how you've been through. You know what I mean? Like, and yeah, that's amazing. You know, like I really like I was happy like to go. You know what I mean? Like to make it.
Yeah, yeah, 100%, man. That's just absolutely incredible. That's what makes your guys' fight just even more incredible. Like the fucking war that you guys went through, and then the build up, and then the risk of it having to be compromised just because of a freak thing that happened with your leg. Dude, it's just utmost respect to you guys. You guys are fucking incredible. You guys are a different breed of men.
Definitely, man. Like, and again, like Derek Frieda, like he wasn't like, you know what I mean, just a guy, you know what I mean, there. That motherfucker is like, tough. Like, it
Yeah.
was tough, like, and skillful too, you know what I mean? Not just tough, you know what I mean? Like you can be like, oh, it was just strong. No, no, like we're not talking about strong, you know what I mean? Like strongest.
Mhm.
We're talking about like, you know what I mean, like a guy who knows to fight, who knows to like, you know what I mean, like set up things, and it was pretty good. So to be able, like, you know what I mean, to like come out with the win like through him, you know what I mean? And like with this injury, like it definitely like make me like, like kind of like to appreciate myself, you know what I mean? Like
Mhm.
my work ethic, you know what I mean? So yeah, I'm happy. I'm happy with this,
Yeah, I'm happy for you, man. It's like you lead
Thank
by
you, bro.
example. It's what it makes the win just so much more beautiful. The fact that you have to go through a trial and that you still pulled through and you had such a performance. Just incredible, man. Utmost respect to you guys.
Thank you, bro. Appreciate it.
Yeah, you're welcome, man. It's a privilege being a part of all of this. It's a privilege to watch you guys grow as fighters and get to experience this. And the fact that, say, maybe 10 years from now, you're up there, whether you're in Bellator or UFC, one championship, and you're up there. And I could just sit back and say, damn, I watched that guy's growth. I watched how he built up and I watched the greatness he achieved. And I'm like, yeah, that's fucking
Hey man,
awesome.
like is like so many people like who like basically like first they didn't thought like, no, I'm gonna make it like to this day, you know what I mean? Then
Hmm.
then they saw like, you know what I mean, like my focus, my vision, you know what I mean? And we like, okay, like we knew you gotta come here because you were like strict, I have people like straight up telling me like I don't have a life because all I was doing, like they were trying to like invite me, like, you know what I mean, like to go like out to eat or something, and then always like I used to refuse it because I have to train. So
Hmm.
I even have people tell me like, you know what I mean, like you don't have a life, like all you do is just gym, sleep. I was, yep, and that's my life, you know what I mean?
Hmm.
So you know what I mean? Like to no, I have those people like coming to me and telling me like, okay, now I know because you really been like focused in this for so long. You know what I mean? Now I know like you're serious. I was, yeah, I am. I guess I've been like really focused, but you don't want to believe me.
Exactly. That's why it's just the utmost respect and it's just incredible. And so is was the MMA and coming over to US, was that the main motivation that brought you over here to the States to progress your career?
No, actually, like it was like totally different thing. Like I came here like basically like for like more like I would say like family life. I was like married, you know what I mean? Like I came here like for that part and that didn't work. Like so like I just got like kind of hooked up to MMA. Like before, like in back home, like I never did MMA, like or train like, you know what I mean, like martial
Mhm.
arts. Like I used to like do more music. I used to rap back home. Like I used to do that part, like pretty much like gangster life, like in the street, but nothing like, you know what I mean, like professional, like, or like, you know what I mean, like to be like, you know what I mean, like stick with
Mhm.
like fitness or like training. Like I never had this. And like right now, like back home, like you start like kind of like how to say, like gain like popular, you know what I mean, MMA, because me before, like when I was back home, I never heard about jiu-jitsu, you know? Like
Mhm.
yeah, boxing, you know what I mean, kickboxing, judo, yes, like wrestling, but jiu-jitsu, like nah, like never before. And now like it's kind of like, you know what I mean, like kind of like they start like bringing up there too, you know what I mean, because people like they live like in Europe, you know what I mean, or like in America, I mean, they're going there and open schools and stuff, and it's game popular, you know what I mean. Then
Yeah.
that's kind of my goal too, like, you know what I mean, one day when I'm done with this, like I want to like go there, you know what I mean, open a school, you know what I mean, like help, like, you know what I mean, the kids, the, you know what I mean, the youngest, you know, to kind of like achieve. Because back home, like there are some tough motherfuckers, man, but they just don't have like, you know what I mean, the opportunities, like just like me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like we're same people like Khabib, you know what I mean? Like we're same people, like, but we just don't have like, you know, like opportunities there, you know, like
Mhm.
we're kind of like isolated, you know what I mean, like even these days, bro, like we're the only like country like back home, like in Europe, we're the only country we we need visa to like, you know what I mean, travel, and like we can't have visa, you know what I mean, we're like
Mhm.
isolated, like in the middle of the Europe is the only country we can't go nowhere. So it's hard,
Wow.
like man, it's hard, like people like I have friends like telling me like they would do anything to just to be here. You know what I mean? And trust me, like they're not joking when they say anything. Like they're ready to kill like just to be here. You know what I mean?
Wow.
Anything. Yeah, because it's a tough life there. You know what I mean? It's a tough life there, and yeah, to come here. You know what I mean? And like chase your dreams, like it's it's a it's a good life, you know what I mean? And like there's a lot of kids that out there, you know what I mean? Like they dream every day, like they go to bed, like, you know what I mean, like wishing one day they can come here, or like, you know what I mean, like in Europe somewhere, and like they can chase their dreams, because it's pretty hard. There's a lot of
Yeah.
talent. There's a lot of talents. There's a lot of like strong, hard worker people, you know what I mean? But like they just don't have like the opportunities, and they're just gone, you know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
I'm lucky, like I'm lucky, like I'm here. You know what I mean? Like no joke. Like uh my uncle's wife, she used to tell me like I'm going to see my ear before like I make it to US. You know what I mean? Because she didn't believe it. You know what I mean? I used to say like I'm one day I'm gonna go there, because I always
Mhm.
wanted to be here. So uh when I used to say that, she used to kind of like make it as a joke. You know what I mean? Or not joke, but like she just didn't like believe it. I'm going to make
Mhm.
it. She used to tell me like you know what I mean? Like first I'm going to be able to see my ear, then to go to US, you know? Like that's how like impossible, like, you know what I mean, it is for people there, you know what I mean, to make it here. So to be here is I'll say like blessing, you know what I mean? Like God
Mhm.
blessed me like to be here and like kind of chase my dreams, you know what I mean? And like I'm not going to sleep, man. I'm not going to sleep. I'm going to work so hard for this. Like that's why like I didn't stop that night, you know what I mean, like in the ring, in a cage. This is it, you know what I mean, like my I know, like, you know what I mean, like what I've been like asking God, you know what I mean, to give me, like just to be there, you know what I mean. So there's no one to be a man like who's going to take it from me, you know what I mean, until like you take my life, you know what I mean. That you have to
Mhm.
take my life, you know what I mean, to stop me, because I have like put myself, you know what I mean, like through a lot, like just to be here, like as a person, not to become like, you know what I mean, uh good in life or great, but just to be here, like physically, like, you know what I mean, I have gone through a lot, and to have this opportunity, to have these chances, like man, like I'm not gonna give up that easy, like 100%.
Yeah, exactly, dude. That is such a remarkable and such a respectable thing. Fucking kudos to you, man. That is so absolutely awesome. And That's
Thank you,
another
bro.
reason why you can't help but to fall in love with the sport, because now it's like it almost becomes bigger than yourself. And it's to show that inspiration and to give that hope to your people back home and to present those opportunities and to start getting more eyes there. And then even one day, if you open up a school out there, just the opportunity that it'll bring to people there. Dude,
I
that's
I
freaking
need to
awesome.
do this, man. I need to do this because my people are, how to say, like, they respect this, you know what I mean? They respect people like me, you know what I mean? Like, how to say, like, uh believe me, like, those, like, you guys seen, like, there were just probably like 15 people like from Albania like that night. It's just like, uh kind of like, you know what I mean, like, they're not so many in Arizona, and they are not so much like into martial arts, and they didn't know about me. I
Hmm.
believe the next fight is going to be way more. The next fight is gonna be way more. When I get big, trust me, like, you have to tell Jason, like, to like open, like, you know what I mean, like, to have a fight like in the stadium, because you're not gonna be able to fit Albanian people, like, and they're gonna come all this with flags. When I get bigger, they gonna come all the flags. Arizona's gonna be like all red and black, brother. Like, trust me,
Hell yeah.
I know my people. They go crazy.
Hell yeah. The dude, that's fucking incredible.
and
That's
that's
absolutely
and
incredible.
that's the thing, man. Like, that's my whole goal, like, to bring my old people, you know what I mean, one day, like, in one stadium, like, you know what I mean, like, fight for them, like, you know what I mean, like, to fight for this flag right here. Like, a lot of people, they have died for that, so I'm going to fight for that.
Yeah, exactly. And who knows, maybe like in the future, you just the career, the way that your trajectory is going, maybe one day you could even make it happen to where there's even a fight event in Albania. And that would be, I bet you would love that, huh?
Oh man, that's a goal, bro. Trust me, that's a goal. That's something, like, how to say, like, when I go to sleep, I kind of like go like with a smile in my face, like dreaming and like seeing that, kind of like picture that, and like I woke up like that. Exactly. That's a dream, bro. 100%. That's my thing.
Hell yeah,
Hopefully
man.
one day. I hope one day.
Yeah, hell yeah. Hey, I'm rooting for you. I can't wait to have that happen. That would be an absolute privilege to be a part of. An absolute privilege. It's freaking incredible, man. It's
Oh,
absolutely incredible. That would be so great to see that one day, and the hope that it'll bring to you guys and everything. And just that's why, hands down, you are leading by example, my guy. You are leading by example.
thank you, brother. I appreciate it. Like, yeah, like, I really, like, I try to keep it this way. You know what I mean? Like, and like, again, like, I'm happy for this life. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like, I'm so happy I didn't like do anything else. You know what I mean? Like, any other sport or anything. You know what I mean? Because, like, I don't know if I will be like this happy. You know? Like, I don't
Mm-hmm.
know. Like, this sport somehow, like, it just like makes me feel like I love life. You know what I mean? I love to
Mm-hmm.
be alive. You know what I mean? Just for this sport. You know what I mean? Itself.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you know, it's amazing. Like, it's such a great feeling. Like, you know what I mean? And I see, like, you know, like, kind of like a lot in my future. You know what I mean? Like,
Mm-hmm.
like, my vision is like so kind of like big and clear. You know what I mean? Like, I see it like coming up. Like, it's just day by day. Like, you know what I mean, break by break, we're coming up. We bring it up
Exactly.
something nice, and like I believe, like, now, like, every time, like, I can see, like, I'm getting like more, like, how to say, like, relating to the game too. You know what I mean? Like, I'm
Mm-hmm.
kind of funny too. Like, I think I'm gonna bring like a new era. Like, you know what I mean? Like, something new. Like, you know what I mean, to this game. Like, you know, like, people, they're gonna enjoy it more. You know what I mean? Like, they're gonna
Hell
enjoy
yeah.
it more for sure.
Hell yeah, man. Hell yeah. I love it. I love the energy you bring and everything. And dude, I cannot wait to see you fight again. I hope Rough 49 comes quick, and I hope I see you on that card. That would be just
100%.
amazing.
And like, I told
Hell.
you, bro. Like, I told you, like, when you asked me, like, how I'm going to celebrate, I told you, like, next day I'm going to be in the gym. Like, you see, like, Ben Henderson posted, like, we were like there, like, training, like, the very next day, and
I
like,
did see that.
and it's not like, how to say, like, it's not like something, like, you know what I mean, like, I want to like show to you. You know what I mean? I
Hmm.
really don't care. Like, you know what I mean? Who's going to see it? And it doesn't matter. Like, you know what I mean? Win or lose, like, I'm going to be to the gym. Like, you know what I mean? Next day.
Hmm.
Like, it just like, I don't see myself like going somewhere else or doing something else. You know what I mean? It's just like, if I'm not like hurt, like, you know what I mean, that point, like when I really can, sure, I'm going to be to the gym 100%. Next day,
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to be to the gym 100%. And like, trust me, I'm not going to cheat, like, you know what I mean, being like, oh, I just got up from the fight, you know what I mean? Like, I just won this fight, I'm gonna go easy. No, I'm gonna go just like I went before, you know what I mean? And like after,
Mm-hmm.
nothing is gonna change. I'm gonna just do me like the same way I used to do. Like, it's always been like that, always going to be like that. Like, I I don't have those days like when like people like even like in a diet, you know what I mean, be like, oh, like today is Sunday, is cheat meal. I don't have a cheat meal. Like my cheat meal is like the good meal. You know?
Yeah. Oh, that's awesome, man. That's awesome. That's absolutely incredible. If we were in person right now, I'd shake your hand. Just a level of respect for you, man.
Thank you, bro. Appreciate
Yeah.
it.
You're welcome, man. And I know we'll probably hop off here in a minute, so I want to give you the chance. Is there any message you want to send out to the world? Anybody you want to thank at all?
Sure, like of course. Like first of all, like I wanna like thanks my coaches, my teammates. They they really like, you know what I mean, like believe in me and they push me and they have like in such a short time, like they have helped me like to grow so much. I really like respect and like thanks them, like, you know what I mean, like I can't thank them enough, you know what I mean. And again, like my doctor, like Neil Morris and his crew, like for helping me, like, you know, like basically like make it to the fight because I almost lost my hope, you know what I mean? Like I'm not going to make it. So like they were like with me and like they kind of like helped me and like guide me, you know what I mean? Like and to make it. Then you guys, you know what I mean, for doing like the amazing job, you know what I mean? And uh my barber for doing my hair too. Like he was like, I like it, my style.
Dude, you looked clean with the look.
Man, shout out to my boy. Like he did a good job. Like hell yeah. Like I was happy with my hair. But yeah, like my Albanian people for sure. Like my Eagles. Yeah, like definitely like all the people like who they do martial arts, like keep their head up, you know what I mean? Like respect to all of them, all the fighters, like, you know what I mean? Because uh I used to be like little asshole, you know what I mean? Like kind of like not knowing that part, but like I know like what it takes to be a fighter, you know what I mean? So
Mhm.
now like I respect all the fighters, like, you know what I mean? Like and it's just like keep your head up and like keep working, you know, like do your thing, you know. So that's it.
Awesome. I love it, man. And thank you so much for coming on. I definitely look forward to the next time I can have you on again, my dude.
Hell yeah, bro. Like I would definitely like appreciate you and I would love to see you like for the next fight again.
Hell yeah, hell yeah. Hopefully next time we could get in that pre-fight interview. Because when I missed you, I was like, damn it, I was wanting to get him.
Yeah, definitely, bro. Like I was kind of like all over like places because, and it was like mostly because like the injury part on me, I was kind of like
Yeah.
I couldn't even like sell like so much tickets because people that were asking me, and I was like afraid, like, you know what I mean, like what if I don't make it? And I just sell this guy tickets, you know what I mean? Like the next day, like when I tell him like I'm not going to be, you know what I mean? Like so I was like kind of like afraid for that part, like, you know what I mean, too. Like I was like, ah man, like I believe me, like few people I didn't respond, like they were asking for a ticket. I didn't respond because I was such a I'd say like in best spot, like I was like I'm not going to do him like, you know what I mean, or them like dirty, you know what I
Yeah.
mean, like just to like sell tickets, you know what I mean, and be like, oh, I'm not going to make it to the fight. It was like such a bad position, you know what I mean, but thank God, like I make it, you know what I mean, like and
Hell yeah.
who
Yeah.
was there and saw me.
Yeah. Exactly. You showed up, man. You showed up in phenomenal shape. You kicked ass, man.
Hell yeah, bro. Next time it's gonna be even better. Trust me, believe me, it's gonna be even better. Like it's just gonna be phenomenal. Like next time you're gonna love it even more.
Hell yeah, man. Hell yeah. I love to hear it and I can't wait. And again, thank you so much, man, for coming on. And thank you to you guys, the fans. Again, this is Josh Said What. This is the podcast that'll change the world. We got badasses like this dude here that's going to make a mark in history. That's going to lead by example. So you make sure, like, share, subscribe, comment, check us out on Spotify, Anchor FM, iTunes podcast, everything. And give a major shout out to my guy here. A major shout out to this badass, man. Absolutely.
Thank you, Josh. Thank you very much, brother.
Yeah. Thank you, man.
Thank
And we'll
you.
see you guys in the next one.